And then they'll email me. All right. Bye.
That's it.
Thanks, Brian.
All right, so hopefully everybody can see the hand we're looking at now.
Yes,
Bridge.
on Zoom,
On the WebEx.
WebEx, right?
So on the WebEx screen, I'm sharing the hand. You can also follow along on Bridgebase if you want, but it's probably easiest on WebEx. And is Tony, he's got his own right now?
He's coming back. He's back.
Okay. All right, good. And so we have Tracy in the north and Tony in the south, Andrews east, and Kenton is west. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and just play this out. We're in 3 hearts by West.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's my best option to start with because I'm assuming that my opponents are very low on clubs.
They may be, but your partner did not raise you, and so he may be the one that's short.
Top of my sequence.
So I would not do that because against a suit contract, we would not normally underlead an ace.
Okay.
Because it's too risky that West here, the declare, has the king and a little one,
Mm-hmm.
and that we won't get, and that'll make their king good.
Okay. So don't lead that suit.
Yeah, usually I try just a different suit.
All right.
One of your, yeah, there you go.
Top of that sequence.
Good luck.
Thank you, partner.
Cassandra, have you played before?
No.
Okay. Have you
Oh,
played
sorry.
a game like anything like hearts or spades before?
Yeah, I play hearts and spades.
Okay.
You have played spades?
Yes. Uh-huh. And
So
hearts.
this is, the play of this hand is very much like spades, except in spades, spades is always the trump suit.
Mhm.
And here we have this auction phase at the beginning to choose the trump suit. And in this case, hearts winds up being trumps.
Mm.
Because West won the auction by making the highest bid, and so they get to, their suit becomes the trump suit.
So it's like bid whist.
Yep.
Yes.
Bid whist is an alternate.
Yes, just like bid whist in that sense.
Yeah. Okay.
I've never met anyone who's played bridge with or bid with.
I don't like it as much as spades. I get confused.
Well, you think you'll be able to make it on Thursday when they play in person?
I'm remote hybrid, and so I only come in one day, and Thursday isn't going to be my day this week. I'm here today.
Okay.
But I am going to try on a Thursday that you guys are doing it, so I can be in.
Yeah, the right now the in-person games are the ones we're trying to use to introduce the game.
Okay.
So maybe we could transition doing some of that Tuesdays too.
No, it's okay. I don't want. Yeah.
And claim the rest.
Yeah.
A little up in the air still.
Okay, and so you wound up taking 11 tricks, and so why was it that East West was not able to bid up to 4 heart game contract?
Well, the preempt by North got in the way.
That is correct. And problem that you have there is that West has a really big hand, 18 points. And it's difficult over the three clubs because you could overcall three hearts with quite a bit less. And so East isn't going to want to just bid four hearts with what they have there. So it's just, I think it's hard to do. And it's a good example of why preempts really are effective, because they jam up the auction. If North had not opened, or if North had opened a club, East West are likely to get to four hearts because they'll have enough bidding space to tell each other how strong their hands are. But here,
I'll be honest, I only just realized that I have the ace of diamonds in my hand.
uh-huh. So you might have gone to four with the two aces. It's a gamble either way. All right, so another hand here.
We might have lost audio from Andrew.
Yeah.
1 second, Rick, on that last hand.
Yes.
Could West have doubled and then bid their own suit?
West could have doubled, but what they're likely to hear is three spades, and so then they'd have to bid four hearts.
Yeah.
And they're probably not strong enough to insist on a game in their 5-card suit at the 4 level.
And I think also you've advised us that if our partner bids over a preempt, aren't we supposed to bid if we've got something?
Yeah, it's just hard when you're at the 3 level there.
Yes.
I think that East hand is on the border as to whether you should go to game or not.
Okay.
Two aces is great. Long clubs is actually good because partner's probably short in clubs, but hard to say. And Ken, do you have a bid there? Okay. That looks like a good auction.
Luck.
I want to be on the other side.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Well, it kind of depends. That can be okay,
Yeah.
depending on what your declare strategy is.
Mhm. I mean, I was going to do that and then run Trump, but
But running Trump would be too early on this hand, right? Because you have to figure out what to do with your diamonds.
yeah, I want to get rid of a diamond.
Right, and then how are you going to avoid losing 3 diamonds?
Yeah, well, I'm going to dump a diamond, but I don't know how I'm going to dump it.
You won't be able to dump a diamond.
Yeah, so just play a diamond and lose
Yeah.
a diamond.
Yeah.
Now should I go ahead and do my
Yep.
and then just run Trump again?
What's that? Now you want to get another diamond
I
right,
get another one. Okay.
because otherwise you'll have a diamond loser.
And the king is out there, so I don't really have a way now of doing anything but pulling trump, right?
Right, that's right.
My gambit did not pay off that time.
Yep. And you can go ahead and claim the rest because I can tell you the clubs are going to split. And so your last club is going to be good also. Yeah, so let's talk about the auction and the play here. The one spade is good. You've got an unbalanced hand. South has enough to bid 2 spades. You've got 5 high card points, but 3 points for that singleton diamond. So 8 points is enough to raise partner. And since North has quite a bit of extras, going to 4 spades is a good bid there.
How many points would you expect North to have to jump to 4?
Like 18.
And that's exactly what she has, so she's just enough.
Yep.
I guess she's got 19 with length.
Right. But you see how, well, even with this 19 and the 8, we've got 27 total, but we took 12 tricks. Normally you need like 33 points to take 12 tricks. But the thing that makes this hand so magical is that you have nothing wasted in diamonds. That singleton diamond in the south hand is really valuable
Mm-hmm.
because you're able to rough 2 diamonds, and so you only lose 1 diamond. But this is a hand that when the opening lead came out and you won your club, even before you win the club, but as soon as the jack of clubs is led and you have your choice of winning in dummy or winning in your hand,
Mm-hmm.
as a declarer, you want to decide what's my plan.
Right.
And we would, in a suit contract, we'll count our losers. And we count our losers by looking at the hand with the long trumps, which is the north hand.
Mm-hmm.
And we say, how many spade losers do we have? And we have 1.
Mhm.
How many heart losers? We don't have any. How many club losers? We may have 1 club loser, but we don't usually count them past the 3rd trick. So we'll say no club losers. But we have 3 diamonds losers. If we lose a spade and we lose 3 diamonds, we're going to go down.
Mm-hmm.
And so the first order of business is what to do about the
Diamonds.
diamonds. And so the best thing to do about that is trump the diamonds. And that's why South gave himself 3 extra points for that singleton diamond, because there was a good chance you'd be able to trump diamonds to get extra tricks, which is what you did. But you want to do all of that thinking before you play the king of clubs or the 3 of clubs from dummy, so you can decide where you want to be. In this case, it doesn't matter much. But playing the king and then leading your diamond from the board is probably the way most people would do that.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to lead out your jack.
Okay.
I also made an error when I covered the jack of diamonds. I should play low, make my partner win, and hope that he leads the spade to me. It'd be much more
That is
profitable.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Rick, you can replace me with James or Linnea.
Yep, let me do that.
Those online.
And I'm going to rotate you all around a little bit. Linnea, can you go to bridge base and accept that?
You're muted, Linnea.
And let me,
Okay, I'm on bridge base.
okay, let me go to the next, we'll reveal this one. I'll leave you in for a minute here, Andrew.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna put Tracy in where into East here.
What was that? Should I get out of the seat or just continue? I missed that.
Oh, you can.
No, you're good. You're good. Are you guys able? Do you have two different computers you can play at the same time on, or are you using the same one for Bridge Base? For James and Tracy.
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
be out there.
yeah, we're on different ones.
Okay.
The computer's just the WebEx, and then we're using our iPads for Bridge Base.
Okay.
So maybe just a very, very quick overview for Cassandra. What they're doing right now, they're bidding the hands to try to decide what the trump suit is that they want to have between them. So everyone gets a chance to bid, and you keep going until 3 people pass in a row. Pass is just saying you don't have anything to say. And each bid, the meaning, well, the literal meaning. So if 1 spade, for example, means that spades are trump, and they want to take 1 plus 6 tricks. It's always 6 plus the number. The higher you go, the
Each
more.
subsequent bid has to be a higher level bid than the previous one, either by suit rank or by the number.
Yeah, so once they bid 3 hearts, they can't bid 2 spades, for example. I would say don't worry about what all the bids mean. It takes a while to get used to. There's
So
this whole-
what's your partner telling you there? Hang on there.
Inviting.
Yeah,
Oh,
do that.
sorry.
Pass. Yeah. So what would you expect your partner to have for that sequence there?
Well, when they bid 1 spade, I'm thinking they don't have 3 hearts and they've got at least 4 spades.
Well, no, they can certainly have 3 hearts, because if they just bid 2 hearts, they got too strong a hand for that.
In the standard system, is the 1 spade a weak bid or ambiguous?
So yeah, it depends. Normally 1 spade is going to show less than 10 points, because you would redouble with 10 or more
Or 2 no trump?
if you play that.
Right.
But here, this sounds like she does actually have heart support for you in the 10 to 12 kind of points, and is asking you, if you're a minimum, to pass. If you've got extras, go to game.
That's what the 1 spade means?
No, the 3 hearts.
Oh.
1 spade is well,
1 spade is what?
1 spade is a funny kind of bid there. We'll talk about the auction after we're done here, after the play.
Okay.
I think it's appropriate.
My understanding is that the 1 level is not strictly a weak bid.
So right now we're in the final auction of 4 hearts. So north, south are playing the hand. Physically, south is playing the hand. The way we see it on WebEx, we can see all 4 hands, but at the actual table, everyone would be able to see the north hand. That's called the dummy. She doesn't get to make any decisions.
That's a real difference from whist.
And spades too, I think.
Right. And so in bridge, whoever wins the auction becomes the declare. Their partner puts their hand down as the dummy. Everybody gets to see it, but the declarer gets to say what cards are played from both hands. They take over the offense. Each defender can see their own hand and see the dummy, but they can only play their own hand.
And with the contract being 4 hearts, north-south are trying to take 4 plus 6 is 10 tricks out of 13, and hearts are trump.
Normally I'd leave back what my partner led, but James is out, so I don't think I want to give him a free roll.
So what you can think about is what did partner's first bid? What was partner's first bid?
Club?
Hmm?
Oh, he's the first bid, double. Oh, yeah.
That's right. So what's that double show? Yeah.
Mhm. Mm.
So I'm gonna let's see. Let me stop you there. Can you undo that one? And undo again. So you have your choice here of what to do on this. You can trump this, but you still are going to have a club loser you're going to have to deal with.
Right.
And so you can do a loser on loser play here that'll make it easier to play the hand then.
So just dump a club.
Yes.
Or diamond.
Well, club is safer because you're going to get a diamond rough coming back.
True.
And now you can throw your other club loser here because you've set up the king of spades.
Right.
It's a major contract here. So as far as the auction goes, after the 1 heart opening bid, the double by West really guarantees 4 spades. So I would not double with that. Instead, I would just pass. The auction is not likely to end at 1 heart, so you'll get another chance to bid. And
Gotcha.
maybe better describe your hand. Given the double, though, normally with 10 points or more, North will redouble as a matter of course to show 10 or more points. Other bids tend to show less.
So you think it would have been better for me to redouble there?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, I thought, well, geez, if West has 4 spades, you know, my bidding spades, not such a great idea, but I figured I was going to jump to 3 hearts on the next bid anyway.
Yeah. But and it's nice to be able to show your spades to partner, but redouble is the traditional way to show your points, and it puts the opponents kind of in a bind because if they pass and you get to play 1 heart redoubled, that's a game contract where you only need 7 tricks, and you'd wind up getting a phenomenal score by taking 10 tricks in 1 heart. So one of them is going to have to take it out, which would probably East would show a bit of spade. But you might find you wind up even doing better by defending spades. Even one spade doubled is going to have a lot of trouble here.
So can I count my king of hearts as a full 3 points?
You mean the king of clubs?
I mean, king of clubs, the singleton.
I would, especially because you do know you're going to go on into hearts anyhow.
Yeah.
But it just helps partner figure out what's going on. And it puts the opponents in a precarious position. I think you'd wind up getting to 4 hearts in either case. And bidding the spade and jumping in hearts is also okay.
Okay.
I guess part of the trick there is that the opponents are vulnerable, north-south or not, and the north hand looks really good on defense if they end up playing spades. You could
If you can
extract
set them
sizable-
if you only need to set them 2 tricks vulnerable for a better score than making 4 hearts.
Bye, kiddo. Have a great day. I hate passing hands like this.
The you could double with that.
Okay, even at that level, huh? That's okay. Moot point.
It would not make a difference.
And then do I play low? Because mine are all the same.
Yes, you can you can encourage, say, hey, I like this suit.
So 5?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pretend I can't see the WebEx open hands.
Probably a good idea
How
to
do you see the
minimize.
whole thing on WebEx?
Probably a good idea to minimize WebEx if you're playing at the table.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's right.
Certainly a good idea if you want to have an excuse when your partner asks you why you didn't set the contract.
I blew this.
Well, you don't want to leave your last trump there, probably. Why do you want to do that?
Just to make them guess about what the final two tricks are going to be.
Right, but how many clubs are out?
I lost count on that.
Okay. Well, go ahead.
Just one, maybe.
Yeah.
So if there's only one out, it doesn't matter because East is going to be in play in the leading to the dummy.
Yeah.
James is just going for the style point.
Uh-huh. So if you led your last trump there and then led a club, yeah, I guess the dummy's still going to have good red cards, so you'll be okay. But what I was going to say initially, though, it's the same kind of thing from a declare play standpoint. You need to look at your hand and say at the start, I've got maybe a spade loser, I've got a heart loser, no diamond losers, but I could have 3 club losers. And what do I want to do about those club losers is, well, what you want to do is rough a couple of clubs. And so usually you would go about that before drawing trump. Because you went and drew trump, and then you didn't have enough trumps left to rough your little clubs.
Right.
And as it happens, you look at dummies trumps, that 9 of spades is pretty good. There's only one that's higher. So you end up losing the king of spades to a finesse. If you had taken ace and king of clubs and then led another club, West could rough with the king of spades, but they're going to win the king of spades anyhow. And then if you try and rough your 4th club, you can rough higher than West can. And then your clubs are good and your trumps are good, and you can go ahead and think about everything else. So I'm going to move Kenton here now into cell.
Good.
I think that means you're going to get more interesting hands. A 10 or 3.
Yeah, that's not what I want to do. Sorry. All right, there we go. Kenton, are you playing 2 over 1 here?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is an AF.
Perfect. partner.
I feel like I have a good return.
What's that?
I said I don't feel like I have anything great. Then would you switch over even though,
I would. I mean, the diamonds don't look great.
yeah, nothing looks great.
Right. I would not lead spades because that was her opening suit. So,
Yeah.
you know, I think that's your best chance.
There we go.
Mhm.
Okay, you can claim now because you have all good spades and good hearts.
Okay.
So, what do you guys think? Can we take more tricks here?
Well, I could see all four hands, but obviously, if they had led the king out up there at the end, they would have taken an extra.
We'll play diamond a second round to pitch a club immediately.
Yeah, so those are the 2 points I was thinking about. So you see that, Linnea, when you won the ace of diamonds at trick 1?
Yes, yes, I should have thought of that.
Just play the king of diamonds and throw your club so you don't lose a club. And then at the end, when you were trying to set up your spades, you might as well play the king of spades, not a low spade. Playing the low one guarantees you'll lose the queen.
Yes, I think you're right.
Well, that's only safe because you saw the 9 of spades in the first round.
That's
You
correct.
played the 9 of spades, so all the spades are high after the queen disappeared.
Yeah, while the queen is outstanding, even if you play the king and it doesn't fall, you can play the 10, and then your 8, 7 are still going to be good.
But there's no risk of spades or 4-1 because the 9's gone.
The other thing that you can try and do there is play the ace and king of hearts without doing a finesse and leave the queen outstanding and still have a trump in south and dummy. And then play the
Yes.
ace, king of spades and rough a spade.
I can see, I don't think I played anything right here.
So,
Made
lots
the
of,
bid though. That counts.
The contract, yeah.
Yeah, I made it.
in duplicate though, this is a good example of you bid to the game and you made your 10 tricks, but if everybody else is taking 11 tricks, you'll get a bad score. So you want to strive for those over tricks where you don't have to risk your contract. Yeah, I'll do another one here.
Oh, whoops, I'm so sorry.
Not your partner.
You know, right. Not my partner.
Do you play raising the suit is not forcing?
That's correct.
Wonderful.
I think you made the right bid there.
With 2/1, and forcing one no, two spades, at least according to this one book I read, means 8 to 10 points. Whereas bidding one no and then bidding two spades later means 5 to 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
We call this the direct two spades a constructive raise.
Good luck, partner.
Nice clubs.
That'd be a great hand and upside down.
Well, where twos are high.
Yeah.
A good hand and right side up too.
Mm-hmm. So what are you thinking here, Linnea, in terms of your plan?
Well, I'm just trying to see what I'm going to lose and what I ought to do about it. So I'm debating whether to trump that or let it go.
Mm-hmm. If you let it go, yeah, you're going to wind up having to trump something else instead. So.
Should I leave Trump?
I would try and cut down on heart roughs. Yeah, now you need to get back to your hand, and both avenues have risk associated with them.
Yes, I'm just trying to figure out which one is worse.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the one I would have chosen.
Yeah, I decided East would have let it if he had like a singleton or something.
And you can give up a club here. They're not going to give away their queen of clubs.
Right. Okay.
So I think the diamond was an unnecessary finesse.
Do you have way to put diamonds on clubs?
You have a club entry.
It'll be hard to get there if you're roughing hearts also.
Well, if you rough the first heart, you play a club to the ace, rough the second heart, and play a club to the 9. They're out of clubs, so they can't rough any clubs. And
Yeah.
you still have the 2 clubs as an entry. That's you draw trump.
Yep, I agree. That sounds,
Yeah, that would work.
so long as the clubs are 2-1, which is the most likely scenario. How about the auction here? This is the auction we saw is probably the most common auction you would see, but what would be an alternative?
Are you thinking about north bidding 2 no trump?
Yeah, I would open 2 no trump if I'm playing with a partner that plays puppet stamen. This is a hand good enough for 2 no trump. You're 1 high card point light, but you've got all these aces and kings. You got a nice 5 card major.
So do I get to count that 5th spade as my 20th point?
I would count the 3 aces and the king as my 20th point.
And
Okay.
also all the 10s and 9s.
Yep. Yep, exactly. It's easy to upgrade this hand by a point, and what you would hate is not to have a spade fit, and you start with a spade, and partner says a no trump, and then partner winds up playing 3 no trump.
So when North bids 2 no trumps, what South bid?
South could bid 3 clubs if you play puppet stamen, and puppet stamen is often played over a 2 no trump opener, and ask partner, do you have a 5 card major?
Mm.
So regular stamen asks for a 4 card major, but puppet asks for a 5 card major. And so North would bid 3 spades and South would say 4 spades. So you'd wind up in the same contract.
Is puppet stamen only when somebody opens 2 no trump, or do you still play puppet stamen when they open 1 no?
Some people will play it over a 1 no trump opener also, but you have to bid 3 clubs for it to be puppet.
Oh, gotcha.
But over 2 no trump, it's pretty common to play.
What if you don't play puppet stamen?
If I don't play puppet, I'd open a spade with this hand because I would not
Okay.
want to risk missing the spade fit. And open 2 no trump, not playing puppet, you would not find your spade fit normally. But that's one of the reasons puppet is nice, because it helps you, it allows you to make these no trump opening bids, which are super descriptive, without the risk of losing a 5-3 major suit bid. All right, we are out of time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
So thanks, everybody. Nice meeting new faces here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.